That's me just got up for my run. It's 6:30 in the morning. Downed about a pint of water there, and getting a coffee on. Getting ready to go. It's a lovely sunny morning, so it looks like it's going to be a nice time to go running. Not windy, not hot, but sunny, which is good. Okay, taking a little bit longer to actually get ready for this. Babies, nappies, feeding, stuff like that. For breakfast, effectively, this is all that I'm going to be having. I've got myself a black coffee, which also had a little bit of honey, so I guess that means it's not black. So honey, beside that, I've got a matcha green tea, which is this stuff here. Look at that, look how green that is. That is effectively just powdered green tea in there. I got half a bottle of this vegetable juice, which is always good for you. Now, however, for my coffees, I need a bit of almond milk. It's too bitter there, and maybe a banana. So, 2 small teas, no dairy, and some fruit and some honey, and lots of antioxidants. My coffee also had a little bit of cocoa in it as well. Cocoa is very good for blood circulation, stuff like that. So that's my pre-20 kilometre jog nutrition. First thing in the morning, you don't need a big bowl of porridge or anything like that. We've got enough energy stores in our body that you don't need to stuff yourself before you go for a run. Well, it looks like I've picked a fantastic day to attempt this 20. I think it's going to be about 20 kilometres, give or take. I just did it on Map My Run the night before to see roughly how far it would be, and because it's over hills and stuff, there's no roads for it to follow. But it's actually not too cold. There's a fresh wind, but yeah. So going to be interested to see how well my spine deals with possibly 3 hours worth of jogging, because I think my heart and lungs can take it. It's just all about whether the herniated disc in my back will feel good or feel bad after a certain amount of time. There's also a section just here which I really like, because it's the horizon, effectively. The furthest distance point here and the highest point. That's called Allermuir, and it's cool to think I'm going to be there in about an hour through my own power. The great thing about running in Edinburgh is that 1 minute you can be beside a motorway. And then 2 minutes later, you're in beside a canal, in a forest, and all you hear are the birds tweeting quite loudly first thing in the morning. It's a lovely sound to start your day. Okay, 2 kilometres in, just 10 more to go, or 10 more of what I've just done to go. Average speed 9.28. However, that's been the easy bit. That's been the warm up and the downhill so far. From here, I would just come out of the canal area. It's not a canal, what do you call it? River. It's now uphill. Back over the motorway and into the Pentland Hills. The other thing I've got to make sure that I don't do is push myself too much. I shouldn't be trying to get a good time, because this is more just a distance experiment at the moment. Once I know I can do this without damaging myself, then the next time I can try and do it faster. Yeah, don't want to exhaust myself in the first 4 kilometres. That's me just about to enter the Pentland Hills Regional Park, and we are here, and I think I'm going to be going big long trip. So that's only a small part of the map, but here it's
serious uphill, but I think I'll just do this as a walking bit. That last bit I've just been doing, trying to jog it as much as possible. But here, through the trees, just want to listen to the birds and get my breath back and not exhaust myself, because after this bit there's another serious hill to do. So just now we're heading to Dreghorn, this way. Just thinking there's definitely something that's different about when you're trail running like this. You're having to really use so much more of your body rather than if you're just running on a road or running on a track. Every foot placement is important, especially on the downhills as well, when you're on ground that can be quite slippy. So it's quite, I think this involves more of your back. Oh, jobbies, lots of horse poo. But that's why trail running, I'd say, is pretty darn exhausting. And already 4.3 kilometers in. What a view. Look at that whole pile of scouts camping in some field. But yeah, that's awesome. What a great view. Lovely. Down we go. One of the great things about in Scotland is there's it's almost called the right to roam, or the freedom to do stuff. So I'm effectively in some farmer's field, but it's totally cool for me to just jog through it. I think this is an actual path, and the farmer just puts his sheep out in the area to pasture, but it's all fenced off, so it must be a sort of field. Yeah, you don't need to worry about it being shot by a farmer as long as you're not annoying the sheep. So the little lambs, very cute. Whoa. Goodbye, Mr. Cheese. Very cute. Right, so that's me exactly 5 kilometers in. I've got the wind behind me, which is good. It's going to help me because now it is it's the start of the uphill. So maybe a lot of walking in this bit. Don't know if you heard that. Quite a large amount of gunshots going off in that forest. Because this is a military training area. Never heard gunshots before. Anytime I've done this before, never heard gunshots. That was a lot. All the birds just flew out as well. Oh bollocks, there was a sign earlier on saying which areas are military training zones and which bits stay out. I'm seeing there's little flags over there, but slightly nervous, but what a great view at the same time, looking straight down here, seeing Edinburgh Castle, then the Forth, and then Fife. That's amazing. But that's not important just now, because I don't want to get shot. Anyway, this is the hill which I'm going up, but slightly nervous now. Slightly nervous. Oh, just what an amazing view! You know, I'm still within the Edinburgh limits. I can see the Edinburgh Castle. And yeah, I've got mountains, I've got cliffs, I've got forests, I've got rivers, and I've got birds tweeting everywhere. What a great place. Anyway, slightly nervous. All I'm seeing are these sticks with a red and white tape on them going all the way up there. And another one, I have no idea whether that's meaning we're killing people. There's war games going on, but just not like, I would really want a bit more information on that. That's That's not helpful. Anyway, should just keep on going this way, hopefully. One thing that I can say for sure is that the hill training, the hill sprints, which I've been doing during the week, where just, 30-second sprints uphill, definitely has a good effect on hill walking. Oh my god, that's all I can do just now. It's so steep, so long. My speed is only about 4.8 kilometers an hour just now, and the wind was in my face. I was in the shade. Man, that was cold. But there's just a different feel whenever you're just starting on a bit of hill. That you just know you've got a little bit more power in you or something. So, highly recommend hill sprints for everyone. Even if all you do is hill walking, it's good. So I'm going to try and jog a little bit of this. Even though jogging this, I'm not going to get very far, and it is very slow. I think the hill sprints delays the amount of time it takes until you're out of breath, or until your body suddenly goes, oh my god, we're doing hills. So you get an extra, for me, maybe an extra 30 meters of jogging compared to the original 20. That's enough. Oh yeah. This is me at what I suspect will be my highest point. There, that's Edinburgh, and over that way, that's the Pentland Hills. So a great view. I could go up to the top of Allermuir, but that's just too much effort this morning. But just what a view. You can see right over to the Forth Road Bridge. You just can't see the castle, that's the only thing from here. And then over that way, the wonderful Pentland Hills, which is where I'm going. This way. Right. Military firing range. Explosions. Do not touch any military. Troops training. Hello. That's right. Know where the boss is. Oh. This is a bit which I love of this run. It's like you're running along the edge of a cliff here. Just how it just suddenly drops away. I don't know if the camera really shows it. Okay, we are kind of on a little bit of a cliff, but just great view over to the East Lothian area. But it's cool just coming around this corner and just seeing how it just disappears. It's a good, nice downhill just now. However, downhills, strangely, are the ones which I fear the most. Because again, with the back, the sciatica, which is caused for me by herniated disc in my spine, every time you run downhill, you're going that little bit further down and banging a little bit harder. So downhills, like a 2, 3, 4 degree slope, absolutely fine. Just now, it's a little bit more, and it's more, I'm tiptoeing down rather than going, yeah, let's go for it. So, just trying to enjoy the view. Whew, lovely. That is me pretty much spot on 10 kilometers now, and I think that's me pretty much at exactly the furthest away point from my starting position. So from here, it's kind of a loop back the way. So this definitely should be a 20 kilometer run. From here, gentle uphill, and then I've got to kind of go back over the hill, which I've just come down, but kind of a not so steep version of it a little bit further along. So that'll be another walking bit. But I just can't express how happy I am that within 2 months of avoiding back surgery, I'm able to go out for, well, let's hope I can complete this, but a 20k run over the hills in the morning with only a banana and a coffee and a bit of honey in me. It's a real, like, yes, I've got back to where I was before, and it's real kind of like, something which I was really worried that I might not be able to do at all whenever my sciatica was at its worst. So it's taken me 1 hour 25 minutes to do 10 kilometers. So not fast, but there are hills, so kind of got an excuse. We'll see how fast we can do it on the way back now. So yeah, average speed is 6.98. It's about 7 kilometers an hour. Gotta try and speed that bit up. So I'm at an area called Flotterston. There's a nice little pub at the start there. However, I'm going to be running this way to the Glencorse Reservoir and then back up over that hill where there's a big red flag saying military stuff going on. So that's, I did have reason to be scared when I heard those gunshots. 11.5 kilometers in, I can happily confirm that stuff like heart and lungs, they feel fine. Not out of breath, just been doing a constant road run just now, a little bit uphill. Heart and lungs feel fine, back feels fine. The only things that are struggling are maybe my hips, hip flexors or those bits there, and just a little bit of fatigueness from the hills. But other than that, feeling good. Now heading back up the hill away from Glencorse Reservoir, which is lovely, and back uphill. Damn it, there's a runner behind me. I think he's going to overtake. Try and see how long I can go before he whizzes past me. Looks like a pro. Again, still see more of these red and white stripes everywhere. Definitely think that must just mean there's a danger. Damn, he's going the other way. He's got a map and a bum bag. Pro. That's me. Ow. That's me at the top of the hill again, so possibly my second highest point. 12.8 kilometers, average speed 6.98. So haven't lost any speed even though there was that hill. So that's leaving Glencorse Reservoir and over this hill, downhill all the way. So yeah, 6.94 kilometers an hour. Then up here, another amazing view. Although I didn't want to push myself at the start because I was going uphill, I'm now, I think, 3/4 of the way through and I've got a gentle downhill. So I'm trying to give myself a little bit more of a push just now, see if I can get my fastest kilometre to be at my 14th to 15th kilometre in. It's a good little kind of, you know, push yourself near the end rather than at the beginning or midway through in case you knack yourself. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully this will be my fastest kilometre. Unfortunately the ground is not as smooth as I was hoping it would be. It's quite rocky. Seeing all kinds of wildlife on the run today. Hello. Hello. Downhill, definitely much more painful in the knees, and also my big toe ball, the ball of my big toe. I really feel that rubbing against the shoe on the downhill. So now coming back down, just through lovely, it's like Narnia or something. This is just a little stream, doesn't have a name, that takes us down onto the water of Leith, which is a river down here, and then still nice little flat run all the way back home. Well, that's me coming up to 19 kilometers there, and my sciatica update is that my knees, my hip flexors or hip abductors, whatever they are, they're far more sore than my back. The thing is, what they would say about sciatica and spine stuff is that it may not be when you're doing the exercise, it's the day after that you are more sore. However, I suspect it'll be more my muscles and my joints are sore rather than my spinal column being pinched, because it feels, right this minute, feels absolutely fine. What I'm really wanting just now is like a cold bath for my knees, my ankles, my toes and my hips. But otherwise, felt great. Okay, and that's me reached the finish line. 19, well, still got to get to the door, so yeah, pretty much spot on. 20 kilometers, 2 hours 37 minutes, average speed 7.52, calories burnt 1,751. And I'm sure I also got a bit of a tan and really boosted my fitness. Feels great, and that's all before 10:22.